They're not talking about ending the dollar anymore. They're building the system to replace it right now. January 2026. And it's not a proposal, it's operational. For 80 years, America had a secret superpower. The US dollar was the only currency that mattered. Every oil trade, every international transaction, every country's savings, all in dollars, all controlled by America. This wasn't an accident. It was a deal made in 1944. That deal just ended. This is called the Exorbitant Privilege. And it meant America could do something no other country could do. Run a $1 trillion trade deficit, rack up $38 trillion in debt, print money endlessly, and nobody could stop us, because the entire world needed dollars to survive. We got real stuff. They got paper. But something just changed. In January 2026, BRICS officially began testing a new settlement currency, called the unit. Backed 40% by gold and 60% by BRICS, currencies Russia and China are already settling massive trades without touching dollars. India is buying oil and paying in rupees. Saudi Arabia just joined BRICS. This isn't theoretical anymore. BRICS nations represent 46% of global population and 37% of world GDP. Nearly half the world just built an alternative to the dollar, and it's backed by gold. It's operational. It's real. Here's the math that matters. America runs an $800 billion annual trade deficit. We import way more than we export. We've gotten away with this because every country needs dollars. But what happens when they need dollars less? The cascade is mathematical. Inevitable. When demand for dollars drops, the value of dollars drops. Your imports become 30%, 40%, 50% more expensive overnight. Gas prices double. Food prices spike. Your salary buys half of what it used to. This isn't prediction. This is what happened to every reserve currency that lost dominance. China's holdings of U.S. Treasury bonds dropped to $680 billion in January 2026, the lowest level since 2008. Russia sold virtually all their Treasury holdings. They don't want dollars. They don't trust dollars. And they're building alternatives. Russia and China are now settling 90% of bilateral trade in local currencies, completely bypassing the dollar. India is negotiating oil contracts in rupees instead of dollars. Saudi Arabia is discussing yuan-denominated oil contracts with China. The petrodollar is dying in real time. But here's what matters. This isn't happening because BRICS is perfect. It's happening because America weaponized the dollar. In 2022, America froze $300 billion of Russian reserves. Just deleted them. No court. No permission. Gone. Every country watched and realized. Our reserves aren't safe. The British pound was the world's reserve currency for a century. World War I happened. The pound weakened. By 1944, the dollar took over. It took less than 30 years. That's where America is now.